there's a huge kind of content creator world emerging, isn't there? It's continuing to emerge. I mean, the boys, Tubes, Ange, Golf Life, obviously Jimmy's part of that whole thing. They've been doing it for a few years now, and that's growing from strength to strength. Four brothers are out there. So Bad It's Good. A couple of good lads there. You know, we're doing bits. We've just joined the sort of party, so to speak. I know you've been on and done some stuff on Jimmy and Golf Life.
love going on and doing that stuff with the boys. And Jimmy's
his character.
He's brilliant, mate. And he's another good golfer, by the way.
Yeah, 100%.
Seriously good.
Yeah.
Seriously good. He, I'll openly say that on his day that when he's on, you know, if I'm not quite on it, he will definitely get me. That's for sure.
So welcome to another edition of the Halfway Hut podcast. We are on location. We've taken the van on the road and we couldn't wait to do this one. We've come back to a familiar place. We love Leatherhead Golf Club. We are here with none other than our mate Josh White. Welcome, Josh.
Thanks for having us, boys. Honestly, this is some setup you got here. It's pretty good.
We think so.
Yeah,
and it's only going to get better as we sort of build it out a little bit more, take it on the road, get it to some places, sort the outside out. But yeah, it's a work in progress, and everyone else has said exactly the same as you. It's like, that's a great idea. So we thought, actually, we might as well do it.
Part of me kind of likes the rustic kind of slightly battered.
Very rustic.
Yeah.
But I think I like how you can, like you say, it is on the road, literally, and you can take it wherever.
Yeah.
I think it's great. And we're going to have to get you a couple of bits to put on the wall.
Yeah. Love it.
100%. Dress it up.
Yeah. So we met, which you might not remember because it's a really, really busy day. I signed up to your Happy Gilmore day.
Yeah.
When we watched the screening, Happy Gilmore 2 out there, which was amazing.
Pretty drunk about it. That one, to be fair.
Yeah, it was quite good, actually. Like, it's better than quite good. And the little competitions you had. And I've got my Happy Gilmore t-shirt because I bet they're all out of stock now, aren't they?
They are indeed.
One-offs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should have worn that to Blitz, actually. I thought about it afterwards. But great day. And funny story, which I was just alluding to but didn't tell you. I bought the Sugarloaf one-off putter cover, and we get to the till. Well, I get to the till, and you go because you're on the till. You know it's 150 quid, don't you?
And
I'm like,
yeah.
And I'm like, it's cool, not a problem. I want it. I mean, it was all right, but even though I had that, not a problem. I was thinking, hey, it's quite a lot for a putter cover. I thought, I'll do it in every situation. I thought, I'm saving face. Yeah, ring me up. Not a problem.
Mate. They're like hotcakes.
Exactly.
They're like hotcakes. They go so quick then.
Yeah.
And they were all sold out in the US. And I think we were the only ones that had a couple left over here.
Yeah.
But even I was surprised by the price of it. I was almost just trying to be a mate of go, mate, just so you know. You
don't have to buy this.
Yeah.
It's quite expensive.
Well, you showed me. I thought, have you heard of Sugarloaf before, haven't you?
Yeah, well, I loved it. It was really cool. It's nice, cream, it's nice pink, right? And then there's this light sort of baby blue. I thought that will look nice in the van when we get it done. So yeah, good evening. And of course, then we've had Mark on, which is one of your guys here.
Yeah.
And we actually met proper at the Blitz Golf event in London.
Yeah, what a day.
What a day.
Or a night, I should say.
It was actually
into the morning, actually. What a great 2 days.
What time did you actually go? Because you and Jimmy came together, didn't you?
The honest truth is I got home and my kids were awake. Is the honest truth to that.
Right.
So yeah, it was a late one. Obviously, we was all the way over in North London. And then Blitz done a great job with their sort of party vibe.
Yeah, they did.
Afterwards, and they obviously had a DJ put on a party for everyone. So we was there till like 2 a.m.
Nice.
You know, just celebrating there with a trophy, you know, getting drink. It was great. And Jimmy's just Jimmy, right?
Yeah.
He can hold a room of 500 people if he needed to. He's brilliant.
Unlike him holding his drink. He went quite early, didn't he?
Yeah, he goes. He's turbo. And then one of the gents had a pub nearby, so we ended up going there.
Oh, nice.
And then we ended up going back to the lemonade shop in Cheam for a bit as well. I had some drinks in there, and we got the pub next door, so we carried on the after party down there, and we got a putting and chipping green in the shop.
Yeah.
So everyone was like having putting comps, chipping comps, and stuff like that. So that was good fun.
That sounds awesome.
And then you're starting to see people walk to work past the shop window, and it was probably like, okay, we should probably shut this one up now.
Well, that was like me this morning. I went to bed because when we're recording this, England have within the last few hours, well, more or less, beaten Mexico.
Yeah.
And what a game. I remember looking outside the lounge window thinking, someone's got their lights on, and it was the sun coming up. And the birds were tweeting in the bedroom, which the window was wide open because it's so hot. And I was thinking, how am I going to go to sleep with light coming through the windows, birds chirping?
Yeah.
I got about 3 hours, but you got none, are you?
Yeah, I'm going to sound like an absolute alcoholic on here. But I actually played a pro-am yesterday at Cuddington Golf Club with one of my friends. We had 4 teams, and we got there at 10. The tee-off was not until like 1:30. So we had the Cuddington Golf Club's lovely. You got a nice terrace, looks over London, and really nice. So we had a few drinks before, and then we was out on the golf course all day, and a few drinks, and then before you know it, you've finished the end of the football and it's light. But it was a long, when they put it an hour back, didn't they?
Yeah, I know.
That was a bit of a blow.
Yeah. At one point, it was 7 p.m, wasn't it, on Friday? We were talking, and it's
buzzing.
like, oh, yes.
Yeah. Absolutely buzzing. Because I was coming around yours for the evening anyway. So I was like, put the footy on. That's absolutely fine. This is going to be great. Then they said, no, it's going to stay the same. I thought, I'm not going to stay up and watch it. And then about 5 a.m, where I live, dead opposite is a pub. And I just heard all this cheering about 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Like, okay, something's clearly gone well.
Yeah.
But I just was too tired to get up. I was like,
it was 4. It was 4 a.m. and it was 3:53. It was what a game. What
unbelievable.
A game.
The atmosphere of that place was just jumping, wasn't it?
Yeah. They reckon there was about 82,000 Mexicans and about 5,000 or 6,000 English fans. I don't know if that's true, but it was heavily weighted, that's for sure.
Madness.
And they managed to get it over the line. With the sending off, I was thinking, it's Beckham vibes all over again.
Yeah.
You're having a laugh. The highlights don't do it justice.
No, I only watched the highlights. I haven't actually watched the full game. But
yeah, I'd watch it start to finish.
Everyone keeps saying that to me this morning. I'm like, I think I'm going to have to go back and watch it.
There's not many teams that have been peppered.
Yeah.
It had kind of Barcelona, I think it was Chelsea vibes in the Champions League a few years ago where they...
Munich.
Yeah. And it was
Thomas Tuchel done the same thing, wasn't he? As a manager, yeah.
Fair play to the boys. So Saturday, Norway, big World Cup party around mine, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice. Yeah. 10 o'clock.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
So where did it all start then? Give us a brief rundown why you love this game.
To be honest, it was my dad. My dad got the bug when I was real young, about 3 or 4 years old, for the game. And he used to play a society at Oaks Park on a Sunday morning, and they were called the Eagles. And my mum obviously had me and my brother. My brother's 3 years older than me, and she would have us all week.
Yeah.
And then get to a Sunday. Obviously, when I look back, it was the day for my dad to take us to get us out of a mum's hair. So I also love how he would like take us into his space as well. That was also his time, and he's taking his young boys to sort of go and play golf, and used to go around with them. And I started walking around at first, and then when I started to get decent, watching people play all the time was the best way to learn. And then before I knew it, I was like 5-6 years old playing an 18-hole golf course with grown-ups. So that was just a massive acceleration for me to learn the game and get into the game. And then, they was all great for me. And also in the game of golf of socialising, which I think a lot of times now you can go into phones and all that with younger generation, but actually spending 4 hours with a grown-up learning how to talk and stuff, that was fantastic for me in golf. So that's how I sort of got into it.
Yeah.
And then, always, just to be honest with you, as everyone would tell you, I'm quite a competitive guy, no matter what it is. And I just wanted to beat my brother.
Right, okay.
And my dad.
Yeah.
And then, when I started doing that, he was a good player, my brother. He's off scratch now as well. So when I started doing that, I was then beating people that were already playing for the county or then England. And then before I knew it, I was at a level where it pushed me to, and just always had that drive, really. Yeah.
Nice.
Love that. It's like sibling competitiveness is so good. I have it really irritated my sister. She's naturally good at everything and she just can't be bothered, which annoys me even more.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I know if you tried, you probably could beat me and you just don't care.
Yeah.
It winds me up so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But having that experience of like you said, growing up with grown-ups is so important for kids growing up, being able to have that what's the word I'm thinking? Interaction, yeah.
Yeah.
As you said, knowing how to talk, how to like etiquette. It's massive.
I have kids now. I've got a kid that I coach, and he come to me. Well, he's he come to me off a 18 handicap, and he was, I want to say he was 14 or something like that years old. He was very good, but his whole goal was to go to the US, you know, and that sort of stuff. And it's not really to, also when kids come to you, it's not that they want to be a pro golfer, they want to play on the PGA Tour, they want to be top 10 in the world. You know, I get the dads that bring the kids and they want them to just be social.
Yeah.
You know, they want them to be able to hold their own,
you
know, mix in certain circles. And if you're a good golfer, golf can do that for you. You know, it puts you in certain places.
It's true.
And so, yeah, when it comes to coaching, a lot of the time is, you know, actually putting them into situations, you know, I'll put them into certain groups. I mean, it's not always getting them a pretty swing. There's more to it to build that player out, really. Absolutely. And he's going to the US now. He's going to the US in August. Yeah. So that's quite a nice little journey for him as well. So
yeah, 100%. Love that. How quick was it for you that you thought, I want to take this as far as I can? Was it a straight line, or did you kind of find yourself talking to the right people at the right time, and it was more of an encouragement that you thought, oh yeah, was it your goal
to
someone else
to make it as a golfer, as a pro?
Yeah.
There was nothing else for me.
Right.
I think when I won the men's club championship at Oaks Park with the one I was telling you my dad was, and I think I might have been 13 years old. So I was, I remember that from there. I was like, I was just Josh the golfer. Do you know what I mean? That was always what I sort of wanted to do. And it was a straight line. It was always the next year, I was always better. And then obviously you have then times where it gets to a certain level and then it gets knocked back and whatever else. Longer story. Hence why I'm not on the PGA Tour now. Otherwise, yeah. But yeah, it was always wanted that, always had that drive. And, you know, even like, as we'll touch, I'm sure, on the last couple of weeks, just them juices, they're still there.
Yeah.
You know, I still enjoy playing competitive golf. I just put a post out, I was writing a bit of a caption for it. And I was like, you know what, I do enjoy it when I'm in the mix, you know, and it's good fun. And I feel like I was built to play golf.
Right.
Or I built myself a certain way, put the time in to be a pro golfer, but a player, you know, like an actual player.
Yeah.
You know, it's different now, as you know, there's a lot of socials of pros and certain things, or nothing against it. It's great. It's great for the game. It's growing the game. But deep down, I would say I'm more of a player than anything else.
Yeah.
Fair. Do you find that coaching wise, do you find it still scratches that itch a little bit? Or?
Yeah, 100%. Like golf is, when I stopped playing golf properly, like full time on tour, I didn't know what I was going to do. I've got my GCSEs. I didn't do any GCSEs at school. I left school early.
Right.
And then when I finished golf, I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do here. But Zane, my business partner with the academy, he and one of my really good friends, I was talking to him about it, and he said, Josh, there's so many avenues in golf. Like even if you're not playing, you know, because Zane was my coach at the time as well.
Yeah.
So it was like, you can coach, you can come, we do something with the academy, we'll build it up, or what it was, or you could do, you know, a podcast in golf. You could do whatever. There's so many avenues. You could do, obviously, with Lemonade, and them sort of things, social media. So it was nice to have that to fall back on. But coaching definitely scratches in it. Like having a text, like everyone's having their club champs at the minute, aren't they?
Yeah, exactly.
So like certain players, you know, getting their names on the board and you're getting photos. Or I've got a family that I coach, and the mum, she won the Surrey Seniors Open.
Right.
And
nice.
she won the club champs at Walton Heath Golf Club. And then the dad's a very good player as well. You know, they all come for lessons. And then the son also won his, you know, and they all come for their lessons. And you know, it's just, I love all that, you know, getting that little bit out of it, and getting their messages, you know. They're good. And you can tell as well sometimes when the client's had a drink in an evening on a Sunday, you get a nice long message. And I love it though. I love it. I think it's great. Just that nice passion. I'll coach anyone anyone that wants to get better. You know, everyone think, oh, could I come for lessons? And you've got to be a certain handicap.
Yeah.
Nah. Even if you haven't hit a golf ball before, but you've got a real passion to get better.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah.
Yeah. And actually, you touched on something there that we loved. And when we spoke to Mark Raven quite a few months ago, what Zane's built here, it's not your conventional or PGA pros, you know, PGA teaching professionals. No. It's a real mix of instructors, really, that know how to teach the game, played the game, can teach the game. And, you know, you've got to... You're busy, aren't you?
Yeah, we're busy. Yeah, me and Zane definitely come more from a playing background, you know, from our experience. But we're also very well educated in what we need to do, we need to know from the swing. You know, whether it's, you know, we've gone and done certain courses. We've just hosted a stack and tilt camp here with Andy Plummer.
Okay.
A couple of weeks ago. But we're very well educated in that side. It's not like because we played, we know what we're doing.
Yeah,
you know, we're well educated in that side. But when we came here to Leatherhead with me and Zane, when we done the academy, the average age of the member at this golf club was like 55.
Okay,
and now it's around 37.
Right,
that's so good.
Wow.
I can't prove that that's us or anything. I don't know.
Yeah,
but I would like to think of the way that we are in the academy and the welcoming sort of environment that we like to try and produce for everyone.
Yeah.
Whether that's bringing your kids or your wife or letting them, whilst you hit balls, they can go in the clubhouse.
Yeah.
There's certain golf courses I probably wouldn't take my wife and kids to, not because they're going to do anything wrong. I just, in the back of my head, I would probably just be thinking, are they getting told off in there or something like that, you know? So, we've tried to build that environment here, and the club's done a great job as well. So it's Leatherhead's great. It's a great welcoming club, that's for sure.
It does make such a difference to just even having just a smiling face when you come in, and just not just this it doesn't feel welcoming or anything like that. Here, I know when we first came in, everyone was so nice to us, and there was actually a lot of like young ones like practicing and everything like that as well.
Yeah.
And that's so nice to see, because so quite often we'll go to a club, and I won't name any names, but I don't want to out any clubs here, but there's it's a bit of an older generation, and it's almost like, make sure your shirt's tucked in, you can't wear a hat inside, all that kind of stuff. And it can not leave a bad taste in it, but it can make you feel
not welcome. Yeah. I think there's a time and place for it. Sunningdale. I love going to Sunningdale. I love putting on a smart pair of trousers. I love putting a smart top on, you know, polish my shoes in the morning, you know, being there, feel that. I love that. Members club, their rules, you know, they got the history there. That's fine.
100%.
Love it. You go to somewhere that accepts guests, for example, say like here, before whatever, and you allow guests to come in and play. You can't expect them to have that same sort of level of rules that you would have at this place as you would there. You know, that's a pure members golf club.
Yeah.
So you've got to have some sort of leniency, and you want to be busy.
Yeah.
You know, so you need tea times, whatever else. So here we have there is a dress code. You know, you can't have scaffolding and the number on the back of a t-shirt. Do you know what I mean? Or a football top. Of course, it's hard to put a limit on it. But you could, if you had what we're wearing in here, like obviously you're wearing a t-shirt, and you can go and play in that. No worries. Right. You know, you still look smart. It's fine.
Yeah.
But it's welcoming.
Yeah.
You know, you don't fit enough. Golf's got a tailwind at the minute, I feel.
Yeah. Very much so.
And I think that is that sort of environment that is definitely helping it on its way, I think.
Yeah, for sure. It's golf's in a great place at the moment.
Yeah, for sure.
You said, saw your blitz and everything.
Yeah.
Stuff like that is happening a bit more and more. And it's creating a real buzz in the world of golf.
Yeah.
And encouraging young ones and those who maybe have dabbled a bit in golf to really go, you know what, this looks like a lot of fun. Let's go out for a cheeky 9 or something like that.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. You know, you just talked there a little bit about all the competitive side of things, and, you know, you're not playing on any tours except at the minute, but you can clearly still hit the ball. How often do you get that, shall I have another go? Or have you put that to bed?
Nah, it's not. I'll definitely not put it to bed. I would say I don't know, a bit busy. I've got 2 kids, as you all know, right?
Yeah.
You got a mortgage to pay. You know, I'm trying to set things up, make sure everything's comfortable. It's just, it is what it is, right? It's life. Once things get to a certain level, I would say, where I can sort of go, you know what, I might go and play a bit more. Well, one of my biggest dreams is always winning on the 18th and having my boys there.
Yeah.
I know Blitz is not PGA Tour, right? But it gave me a taste of that. Him being there, there's a lot of people, you know. Is what it is. But yeah, I think I would never say never. But in this moment in time, right now, is my game good enough? Yes, I would say it is to do it. I would back myself 100%. But I just don't think the time is right now.
Yeah.
I've got to get a few bits in. Like I've got some goals that I just want to get done, sort of personal life stuff and then business side.
Yeah.
Once I've ticked them off, then it could be interesting.
Yeah, nice.
Obviously.
Yeah.
The game's there though, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, we can talk about some of the experiences you've had in a minute, but you know, you're about Lemonade Golf, aren't you? You're building that up, going from strength to strength. Where are you with that, and what sort of is the future? If there's anything you can sort of talk about in terms of plans that are a conversation piece.
Yeah. So with me and Harry at the minute, we've got we've obviously opened the store in Wimbledon.
Yes.
We've got like we call them clubhouses.
Yeah.
Because we're not a retail business. Right. A lot of people think we're retail and we sell, you know, of course we do. We do content for certain brands, you know, like good brands around the world that you can't normally get or if we have JL and it's not normal JL stuff, it's more from their fashion range, you know, stuff that we pick out. But small little bits. So yeah, we have the clubhouses and we call it, they're on Instagram, you have things, people say they're a community.
Yeah.
But they're not tangible. You can't really go and do events or stuff like that. So the reason we had the store and we got in Wimbledon is that people can actually come to a hub,
right?
You know,
nice.
And actually be together, mingle, you know, our WhatsApp chats where we got the group chats and stuff. People can actually talk to each other. And nothing better than you started something up and then in a group chat, you see like 4 people talking and they're going to play golf somewhere. Like I've seen the chat, you know what I mean? I'm in there, but I love seeing that, building that sort of thing in golf. So yeah, that's good. So we obviously do a lot of events and bring the people sort of together with the last event we did at Caddy Club, we had over 300 people there.
Nice.
You know, and they're all ticketed and they all sold out within a day or 2.
Okay.
So cool. The community's there and it's buzzing and it's just that modern side of golf of making everyone feel welcome, doing different things, thinking outside the box. Me and Harry are super creative in that side. We love sort of pushing boundaries. But also we're a media business.
Right.
You know, we like doing we want to sort of be the go-to, you know, like what's in at the minute of golf. Like they want to come to us. We've got newsletters or stuff like that. That's kind of down that side. And obviously we love our fashion. Like Lemonade's like a tree. There's loads of little branches that are coming off it at the minute. And we're making sure which ones we sort of want to go down. You know, we're not going to have we'll have our own clothing line, but it will be a mini drop around a certain event. You know, it's not, we're not a Manners. We're not anything like that. You know, them guys are great what they do and they've absolutely smashed it. And I think they've been great for the game as well. But that sort of stuff really. But we just did a campaign with Jay Lindbergh doing their full winter thing out in Sweden. Yeah. Which was really good fun. Getting Copenhagen. But there's a few bits coming up, working with some different brands and there's some stuff in the pipeline that I can't really say just yet.
Plans afoot nonetheless. Yeah.
But it's just what road are we going down? Yeah. And then when we're on that road, we're going to put our foot to the floor.
Yeah, and of course, where there's a camera, you'll find Harry, won't you?
Oh, mate,
he looks good, doesn't he?
He's a good-looking boy, yeah.
He looks good in front of the camera, not behind it.
It does, yeah.
Yeah, that opens doors, etc. And nice.
Love that. Love that.
Yeah, somehow, standing next to him in photos. He's absolutely ripped. I'm bald, out of shape.
Oh, no. It sounds a bit weird.
Somehow make it work. I don't know how.
It's probably a wrong conversation, but fair play to him. He's got the whole package, isn't he?
Hey, he's a good golfer, Harry.
Exactly, yeah.
He's a bit underrated. I don't think people realise that he can actually play quite good golf. The last few rounds we played, he's played some great golf. I think he shot about 4 or 5 over at Birkdale when we went up there with Mercedes.
Wow.
And it was windy and rainy. He played really well.
Yeah.
And sometimes I just have to, after 9 holes, if I'm got to just have to switch on sometimes just to make sure he don't beat me.
I was saying this to someone the other day. And it's ever since you said to me, we were playing Remedy Oaks, and I played a couple of holes, and I was doing all right. And you just looked at me and went, "Pros don't like to be beat, just to let you know." And I was just like, okay. I didn't even think about beating it. We were playing with Ben Evans, and I was 1 under through like 4 hours. I think I'm playing amazing.
Yeah,
the wheels quickly came off, and I saw him just switch on a couple holes. I'm like, that's not your average shot like a pro hits. And I was thinking, I don't belong around this.
It's levels. You do, but it's levels, isn't it?
It is levels.
It's just second nature.
It's my bad shots are really bad.
Yeah.
His bad shots were like my good shots. That was the difference.
Yeah.
It's awesome to watch though. I loved it.
Yeah, when you get like guys at that level, when they're playing well, in their flow state. Yeah, very, very impressive.
I'm taking some mates. I was saying to them yesterday, we're going to go up to the BMW and watch them, and watch all the pros there. And
they've never been of
they've never even seen a pro play.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna say you've never felt so bad at golf, because not only are they good, but they make it look easy.
Yeah,
it's unbelievable.
Yeah. That was talking of Wentworth. That was obviously I said with my dad and the society, but that was the tour. It was the match play with Ernie Els and that was where we used to go and watch. And I remember watching Ernie, Angel Cabrera, and obviously a few of the boys hitting it, and that was special.
Eye-opening.
We never going like, Dad, can we go back? Can we hit some balls now? Like, can we go and play? And that was a great event. For anyone local, it was sort of around that time. That was definitely a big push for people getting them into the game now.
Sure.
Yeah.
It still is now. It's getting bigger and bigger with the Pro-Am and all the stars going as well. But
there's a huge kind of content creator world emerging, isn't there? It's continuing to emerge. I mean, the boys, Tubes, Ange, Golf Life, obviously Jimmy's part of that whole thing. They've been doing it for a few years now, and that's growing from strength to strength. Four brothers are out there. So bad it's good. A couple of good lads there. We're doing bits. We've just joined the sort of party, so to speak. I know you've been on and done some stuff on Jimmy and Golf Life.
I love going on and doing that stuff with the boys. And Jimmy's
his character.
He's brilliant, mate. And he's another good golfer, by the way.
Yeah, 100%.
Seriously good.
Yeah.
Seriously good. He, I'll openly say that on his day that when he's on, if I'm not quite on it, he would definitely get me. That's for sure.
Where did you meet Jimmy? I mean, I know you know a lot of people, don't you? But for example, how did that sort of friendship come about?
So I was at the Wisley joint. Do you know what? I had someone drive into me in a car. No, honestly, someone drove into me, ripped my car off.
Oh, right.
And I got some money for it from insurance.
Yeah.
$7,000 it was.
Yeah. Okay.
And it was £7,000 to rent a membership at the Wisley.
Right.
And I was, how old was I? I think I was 18, something like that. And I used it. My coach at the time, Gary, I said to Gary, what do you think? Do you think I should join the Wisley? I was at the practice facilities at my home club where I grew up at Chipstead. Were good. They were good enough to get me to a level, but not Wisley level, right? Wisley, you're talking, you got Francesco Molinari, unlimited tour pros that are there practicing all the time as well. So he was like, do it. So I used it, joined it. It was the best £7,000 I've ever spent.
Really?
Because after that, in golf, as you know, sponsorship's very important.
Absolutely.
Everyone at that level,
yes,
at a Wisley golf club, it's pretty good. And when you're good at golf, you go and play with members, whatever else.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't. Then after that, I was sponsored for everything when I was playing golf. So that £7
proper return on investment.
Investment, but not just financially.
Yeah,
friends.
Yeah,
Jimmy being one.
Yeah.
So when I joined, Jimmy was still playing. I think he was still at Fulham. I think he was at Fulham at the time. So I've known Jimmy for probably 17 years, I would say.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, I would say, about that. But that's sort of how I met Jimmy through that. And then we'd play. He was always been a good golfer, so he was always mixing with the boys. So we would always go at practice and then go out and play. JT being another one that was up there. He was great to me. Loads of boys up there.
Have you played with Matty Cash?
I haven't. Heard he's very good though.
I've seen some of his stuff.
That was my next question. Yeah, because his swing is so nice.
It's his ball flight. You'll know the ball flight will tell you a lot, and there's something he's got as a footballer that's clearly good at golf too. Like Jimmy's good at golf. He wouldn't grow up on a golf course, did he? But he's good. Matty Cash sends it, doesn't he?
He does.
Yeah. Different types of golfers though.
Sure.
Yeah. You got the people that can hit a ball, it looks great, whatever else. But I always say with people like that, there's a golfing brain.
Got it.
How to score.
Yeah.
You know, hitting certain shots, where to lay up, just seeing things differently, and you can pick it up. And that's one thing that, you know, JT is a great player. I know he's not playing great at the minute, but he's still got that. I'll say I'm competitive. That guy is the most competitive guy you would ever meet.
I can only imagine.
He's brilliant as well. Absolutely brilliant. But again, that Jimmy's just got that golfing brain.
Yeah.
You know, and everyone says, who's the best footballer, golfer? I can't say I played with him, so I can't say like with Cash, but I'll be very surprised if there's anyone out there who's better than Jim.
Do you know, it's a good point you made there, because we were talking about doing like an off, which I say we're not, it's not in our immediate goal, but I said we should start a halfway line podcast. Like ex-footballers now play golf. They're everywhere, aren't they?
Yeah.
Everyone's playing.
You could have a guest a week for 3 years with the amount of golfers. And I'm not even necessarily talking just, you know, Prem players. There's like loads that have played in the Championship.
Boxers as well now.
Yeah. A lot of basketball players.
Oh, no, NFL. NBA players.
Yeah, I know, you love all that.
Watching LeBron James do his whole little tour thing, I was like, oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, they played Beaverbrook, didn't they?
Yeah, they did, yeah.
Yeah, I got a photo from one of the members. I was like, wow. Yeah, they're so big, aren't they?
They're giant, yeah.
They're so big.
I remember walking past Steph Curry once. He was the other side of the fence. I couldn't believe it. I was so excited. Yeah. And what's funny is on TV, when everyone was playing, he looked short.
Yeah.
Ball past he was just like,
really?
Oh my word.
He's a player.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
That'd be a good game, him and Jim.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
God, that would be unreal to watch. Yeah.
They are players. Where we live and where I was a member was at Worthing. There's a lot of good players that came out of Worthing. Toby Tree was one of them. So he's
very well.
A mate of mine from back in the day. Played a lot of golf with him.
Yeah. Marco.
I know you played with him. Yeah. Of course, Marco's been on the podcast because he was one of the Worthing boys. Sort of. There's a few lads from down that neck of the woods. Was that a relaxed friendship that you had with Toby on tour?
Yeah.
Or was that? Yeah.
Even before county stuff.
Okay.
And England golf.
Right.
You know, we've probably played golf with each other since we were probably 10 years old.
Right.
Toby's a great player.
We all thought he was destined for great things back then, and
it happens, mate, doesn't it? Little things that happen, like you say, is it always a straight line? It's never a straight line.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Again, he's got the game. Toby's he's a lovely boy, and he's seriously talented. Hits the ball, country mile, shot, rips it.
I remember a story about him at a Junior Ryder Cup, and Fred Couples and a couple of other players were calling over the team members to, because he used to hit this stinger sort of 3-wood. You probably remember that. Not many players could do it, but he did it for fun, and it was just a thing of beauty, really. I mean, most players could manufacture it, but he loved doing it a lot when he was a kid.
Yeah.
And they all called over, and there was this story about him just having the whole of the US Ryder Cup team standing behind the ropes, just watching young Toby Tree just hit these absolute bullets.
I believe it.
But the golf is full of those stories. I expect you know that about that and plenty of others. There's only a certain amount of sort of spots in the starting line, isn't there, for golfers? And there's a world full of amazing golfers.
I would say Molinari, Francesco was different types of, like, when you say hitting ball, and different impressive for different reasons.
Yeah.
Ross Fisher was impressive. Because he's got this like gangly swing, but he hits so up on it, and he just hits this moon rainbow flight so high. But it doesn't matter how tight the hole is or what he's doing; it's just that same flat out, just bomb, dead straight, and that's impressive for that reason. But Molinari with a driver, he's like you had never seen a ball fly as straight as that.
Right.
It's like unbelievable. He told me a story because he grew up sort of playing around the time with him.
Yeah.
And they were playing I can't remember, somewhere, I want to say it was Switzerland. And there was this one hole, it's like tree lined, but like fern tree sort of thing, like real tight. Yeah. It's like a 280-yard par 4.
Mm-hmm.
You either hit like 9-iron, 9-iron or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
And Zane was going past, he was coming off the green and then walking past the tee whilst they were teeing off and then waiting. And he just said, see, Francesco was waiting for the green to clear. But there was like, I think the group, Francesco's people in his group had already walked down a little bit and he's waiting for the green. And he just standing behind him and just watches this driver just goes up through the trees, dead straight, and then just comes down straight on the pin, bang, straight down like 3 feet. And he was just like, that's just different, like to hit that. And then obviously he's gone on to win the Open, isn't he, and whatever else. But he was to watch him practice when he got to that level at the Wisley was seriously impressive.
Yeah,
he was impressed. But you go and watch him at Wentworth, ball striking. You know, you put him next to Henrik Stenson or Toby Tree, for example. Toby would make a much better noise. You know, the ball fight would look stair climbers and all that. It would look lovely.
Yeah.
But Fran's just going to do that just
over and over again.
I remember following round at Wentworth a couple of years ago, and everyone was like, "Why?" Because there wasn't many people following him because obviously there was like Rory and out a couple of groups behind and stuff. I was following for about 5 holes. I'm like, I can't believe hardly anyone's watching.
A robot.
It was just, as you said, every time.
Yeah.
Now, I remember listening to him chat to the caddy and they were like, right, just land about 10-yard shot. He goes, okay. And just 10 yards shot.
Yeah.
And it was just perfect, but on a string every time.
Yeah.
So it's amazing.
He gets on really well with Jimmy, actually. You wouldn't think it. He's a big West Ham fan. Loves his football.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's so quiet. So quiet. You see him around the Wisley, but hello, Josh. You know what I mean? Or like, it's like that. It's just all kind of what he says. It's not much, but he's a lovely man. But with Jimmy, he's like, West Ham, he's like in. You know what I mean? He gets him out of his shell a little bit. But he's good. He's loads of good players, mate.
Do you have a favourite course around here? It's a lovely place to live, isn't it? The sort of belt. I mean, let's not put it round here, but within us.
Sorry, it's a Surrey belt, isn't it?
Yeah. So is there one that you could sort of play for the rest of your life if you were told you had to? Or have you got a top 3?
Yeah. So for different reasons, I always say like what type for different reasons. If it was for a membership right now and I was going to join somewhere and I was going to play with them people and play that golf course, personally for me, because a lot of my friends are there, and if I ever had to win the lottery to get in there, because I can't at the minute, I would actually join Beaverbrook.
Yeah. You're desperate to get there, aren't you?
I was hoping you were going to say different.
Listen, the golf course it's lovely, right? It's lovely, but it's not a Sunningdale. It's not. I wouldn't even say it's in the top 20.
Right. Okay.
The condition's lovely.
Yeah.
Right. Whatever else, but it's easy to play.
Right.
To a level, like the greens are slopey, they're in bowls, so you can run it off slopes, they're fast.
Yeah.
You know, you're not standing too much on any tees or like really long and you're like, you know, feel stressed in any way. You know, you got caddies, the social life of the golf club is lovely. The service is obviously unbelievable.
Yeah.
So like, if I go to, and you feel very welcoming.
So it's an experience.
Yeah, it's an experience. So like every day, like you can go up there and do that. So for me, I would do that.
Okay.
If I had 300 bags, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but I haven't. So, but I would say that for me is that pure golf course.
Yeah.
Just pure. Sunningdale Old, as everyone would say, is great. But the one that people don't talk about the most, and it is right on the edge of Surrey, is Hankley Common.
Yeah, hear a lot about it.
We hear a fair few about it.
Yeah.
But have you played it yet? No, I haven't.
Hankley Common is beautiful.
Right.
Unbelievable. So you've got a bit of tree line, you've got a bit of Walton Heath vibes, but it's just so in the middle, you can't hear a thing.
Right.
You know, a lot of people clubs buy their heather from there.
Okay.
Oh, really?
It's just the heathland of it is unbelievable. And actually played with, I'm sure Toby played. Yeah, he did. We played home internationals there.
Okay.
Always home internationals.
Yeah.
And I remember that time of year, it was like pure fairways.
Yeah.
And then it was like the heather, but there was also like the golden wispy grass.
Oh, I love that. Yeah.
And it's just the colours of it all. And we won. We done really well. We won it. And it was like my first England cap.
Yeah.
So for me, that golf course, looking
Special
back,
memory.
it was close enough for all my friends to come and watch me properly, really for the first time. So that was, and perform well. So lovely for me to have the memories, but looking back as well, like that golf course, just how it's set out it's beautiful.
Nice.
I'd say Hankley's very good.
Where do you stick Queenwood in the whole?
That was my question. I was like, so why not Queenwood?
The golf course is lovely.
Yeah.
Really nice. Beautiful. Again, tree line, got the heather there as well. Greens are unbelievable. Obviously, the conditions are joke. Service is unbelievable. If you remember. Again, would I put my kids in the clubhouse with my wife when they're up there? I don't know. Yeah. I'm not a member. I don't feel overly... I want to be with the member.
Yeah.
I don't really like being on my own too much if I'm there, getting there early. Beaverbrook, I'll go up there. I'm teeing off in the afternoon. I could get up there at 8 o'clock in the morning. The people behind me will go, "Hi, good morning, Mr. White or Josh, blah, blah, blah. What do you want for breakfast?" Whatever else. No worries. Member gets there and you're fine. Could do that there.
Right.
And then when the member sort of leaves, you kind of got to go as well. Like we should do. But I tell you what, it's lovely and it's great, mate. It is really nice.
It's more just like from me because I'm desperate to play.
Yeah, mate, it's pure.
It's kind of just tick it off the list.
Yeah. But no. If you had the money, you would join there.
100%, yeah.
Like it is. It's just. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't. If you're not the member and you're going as a guest,
yeah.
If you're a member, I'm sure it's lovely. Like if I was a member taking you, hosting you guys, like you'd love it. But I don't know. It's just slightly different. It's like that American country country club sort of vibe.
Yeah.
But the I've probably played there maybe, I don't know, 10, 15 times. But I think I've been in the actual clubhouse where you go in a bar or where we sit down probably once.
Okay.
Because in the men's changing room, they've got like a nice table. They have a guy in there that's sort of like serves you your food, whatever, and then you just sit in there in the changing room. It's like the safe space, and you're just all sitting there around the table and have a drink or have your breakfast, and then you got a nice warm up area in there. They got all the foam rollers and stuff, the Ferroguns, and then you just sort of go out the side door down onto the range, pure Pro Vs.
Yeah.
We did a little video there. Me and Harry played there recently with Jamie. And we did a little video on their Instagram. So if you want to see a little bit about it, there is some bits on there.
Nice.
But it's pure. But again, I was hitting balls afterwards once, hit some balls afterwards, and then got told I couldn't hit balls afterwards.
Really?
So I had to go.
You've had your time. See you later.
But again, it's their rules, right?
Yeah.
It's their rules. It's their club.
It's
their private club. It's their rules, and you abide by their. There's nothing wrong with that. That's fine. Yeah. That's the members' rule. Is what it is. But different.
Yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't go there.
No, you should. You definitely should, mate. It's unbelievable. You should. Just don't hit balls after.
About times I've turned up to a club and I've got my van and I open the door, bottle of Coke falls out. I'm like, sorry. Try and scramble all the balls fall out.
Fall out of the bag.
That's me.
We'll get the Porsche or the Tesla out for that particular
day. Gonna have to hire a car for the day, I think.
Man alive.
One of the boys I played with yesterday on the tee box, he's just got a Mackenzie bag. He won the member guest.
Nice.
Up at Beaverbrook, and they got a Mackenzie bag for first prize, which was pretty nice. Lovely colours as well. But it's first time you sort of use one, and you got the pocket on the front, the pocket underneath, and he's obviously opened the pocket underneath, and then he's lifted his bag up, and just all the contents of the bag is just falling all over the teapot.
Fantastic.
But yeah,
what's been your best competitive memory? You might not have one, you might have a couple, you might have three. Is there any? I know you had the win on the Minotaur. You sort of had a fantastic finish, didn't you?
Yeah, a really good finish. Yeah, that was my first proper pro win. That was.
Yeah.
I finished eagle, birdie, par, or something like that from being 2 back.
Yeah.
So winning that was really nice. The speech was. I was nervous, obviously, doing a speech anyway, and whatever else, but after they give you these names, and it's Minotaur, Middle East, and then you got North Africa, whatever it stands for, and you have these Arabic names of the sponsors that you need to say out, And I was just had these massive names, and I was just so worried about trying to pronounce it, mate. I wish someone had a video of that speech where I said them 2 names, honestly. That's the one thing I remember about it. But yeah, FaceTiming the family back after your first pro win and stuff like that.
That's awesome.
That was really good. But my biggest achievement would be my best result. Well, I was leading on the European tour in Morocco, and then had a strong, I think I was 8th, had like a good, nice finish there. You know, when you're playing the European tour, your pinnacle, where you want to be.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now you got the Rolex events and stuff like that would be probably in the majors at the next level. But for me, European tour, you know, having a top 10, being on TV, being in contention, you know, having an interview afterwards with the guys on Sky Sport, talking about your round and that. And, you know, my missus was there, and she watched the sort of first 2 days walking around. She used to like coming out, and you're not in a feature group or anything, and you're in Morocco, so there's not loads and loads of people, so she can get front row seats, right? All of a sudden you're leading, and she's like, I can't see him, you know, there's too many people. But I was like, babe, we're doing something right. You know, if you're in that situation. So that was a great memory, you know, looking back at that. And it's the first sort of time, and you're leading, and then people want autographs, and, you know, it's the things you dream of a kid, you know. So that was a nice memory, doing that sort of stuff. But
I thought you might say those two.
Yeah, really good.
Did you feed off a crowd, or you like,
I love a crowd.
You love a crowd.
Yeah, that's what gets me going. Like, starting playing golf again now, like Blitz was great for that. You know, it was, how many people do you think? It was over 1,000, right?
Right around you, everywhere. It's like everywhere you looked, wasn't it?
So it kind of got them, it helped me switch on.
Yeah.
I play a lot of golf now, like with Harry, with Lemonade. We're always going to play, and we're shooting, doing content. I'm not like switched on.
Yeah.
I'm not focused.
Yeah.
I'm worried about whether I'm like pouting when I'm like putting my follow through for a photo. You know what I mean? You're trying to just have a straight face.
Yeah.
You know, when I looked back on that Blitz thing and some of my faces I'm pulling after I've hit a shot, you know, I could tell I was in the zone.
Yeah.
And that, for me, I love that. Bit of that again. But yeah, no, it's good, mate. It's good. But I would say that for me was, they were the two, I would say.
Love that. What was that feeling like when you first went out on tour? When you go into the range and you've got other pros there?
Yeah.
Stepping out and it's like, I'm a good golfer, but so is everyone else.
Yeah.
What was that feeling like?
I would say, again, the Wisley was good for me because we always used to do a roll-up where I was playing against Ryder Cup players on a Monday.
That's mad.
Putting 20, 50 quid in. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And doing well. So when I went and then out and played, whilst they went and played on the European tour for the first thing, I was going to play on Challenge Tour or MENA Tour. I'm thinking I got these in my pocket.
Yeah. Brilliant. Love that.
Do you know what I mean? So that was great for me for that. So as much as when I was going out there, you got to back yourself. So when I was getting out there, I was thinking, you know, like, just eager. It's like, I don't know. It's like when you practice all week and you get to an event, it's like boxers, and you see them at press conferences right at the end of the fight, and they're at each other's throat. They're ready to go. People think they're being idiots, but really, they're animals. They're built to fight, and they're right at the end. They're hungry, and that's kind of what it's like. You get onto the range and you want to go.
Yeah.
You're kind of out there, and you're in your zone. Yeah, and you just want to, not trying to really think about too many people.
Yeah, that makes such a difference.
Yeah. But when I played Desert Classic in Dubai, and you get on that range, you know, and then you got Rory there, people like that.
Yeah,
it's hard not to look left. Watching it balls.
Yeah,
that's something you learn.
Yeah,
you know, and Todd talks about that. Clem, I don't know if you had Todd on.
No, I know him.
He's great, and he obviously played with Rory in the Irish Open, leading in the last round, and you know that's just an experience. I don't think he played very well. I think it got to him a little bit, but what an invaluable lesson that is, you know. There's something that can always come from it. But yeah, it's a good feeling, mate.
Yeah,
it's good having crowds there. You know, I was a Nike athlete, as they say, when the contracted player, and they were so good, mate. The amount of deliveries that I got with Nike they were so good.
Yeah,
they were so good, and I probably don't think I wore a shirt more than once. You know what I mean? And
Wow.
I always had something fresh on. You'd turn to the tournament in your locker. I'd have like 6 hats. You know what I mean? Fresh box of gloves, balls, towel, whatever. But new outfit, just feel good, look good 100%. On the range, and that's a nice feeling. Your player's badge on your belt.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's good.
That. Yeah. You get me going now. I'm all like that.
There wasn't a lot of you with Nike, was there? They were relatively, Ollie Fisher was poster boy for them, and Self, the main man himself.
Yeah.
They didn't.
It was, they were, I was, Surrey were with Nike at the time. There was Hugh Marr, he was a good coach, still about. And, there was me and another boy, and we sort of put us forward to sort of just be like, look after us, not sponsored in a way, but just giving us equipment, making sure we had everything we needed, like clubs built on the tour van, like making sure everything, and they looked after us. And then it was when they said, Robin, who's the head guy at Nike, he said, look, when you get your challenge tour card, then you get a contract.
Yeah.
And then I went to tour school, and if you started at first stage, all the way through to last stage, you have like 4 rounds first stage, 4 rounds second stage, and then 6 rounds in final stage. And if you get through the cut after the 4 rounds in final stage, that gives you your status for a challenge tour.
Yeah.
So I remember doing that, and that was, for me at the time, was like, obviously I wanted to go on and get my tour card, but I was like, I'm a Nike athlete now. Yeah, I've got a contract. Yeah. And that was like, that was a massive buzz. I remember my brother was on the bag, and we were buzzing after that. So, so that was then when it became like an actual contracted athlete after that. And then, Nike was fantastic. I was gutted when they stopped making clubs.
I was as well. I had a set of their old
didn't you?
Nike Blades that I had.
Yeah.
I've still got them, man. I've still got them in the shop.
I sold mine.
Did you?
Gutted. Yeah. But I loved them so much. That's when I played my best golf, actually.
Yeah.
You got to play well with them.
You have to.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it was good. Yeah, that was a good story actually with Nike when I invited me out to the Oven in Texas.
Yeah.
So the Oven's like where they built all their clubs, right?
Yeah. Mm.
So I've gone out to Texas. Like I said, I just got my card, whatever else. So I've gone out there, and walking through the door, and I'm like expecting like, welcome Josh White, new contracted athlete.
Yeah.
There's a woman on the front desk. It's a lovely building. It's unbelievable. Can't take like phones in or anything like that. And she's like, just sit down there for a bit and they'll come get you. And I was like, all right, it's a bit weird. Sitting there for like 10 minutes. Guy comes out, are you Josh? Yeah. It didn't really sort of like
make you feel
great
special.
to have you or anything like that. So we get onto the range, go out there, and he's talking to me about, right, there's going to be a few people that are going to come out. We've got the people that make the golf ball. We've got the people that make the irons. We've got the new people from Trackman that are working wherever else. And before I know it, right, there's like 35, 40 people behind me. I'm not even at a ball yet. And he's like, right, Josh, so what are you struggling with in your game? Well, what are we working on here? And I'm thinking, this is strange, this. Like, proper under it. And he's like, I was like, I've got a left for my driver now and then under pressure. Like I get this like little low left that comes out. He's like, all right, a couple of iron shots. So literally 3 or 4 irons. All right, go on and get your driver out. And he's like I said, we've got the people behind us here that sort of just made this new golf ball, and you're hitting them for the first time, and we've only got these ones.
Yeah.
There's water up on the left at 270. Yeah. On the left side, and then there's a golf course on the right, and there's a load of people playing out there, and we get in trouble if you hit it on the fairway. So I'm like hitting these drives, and I hit some nice ones, and then I hit a couple left in the water.
Yeah.
And he's like, right, try this, try that. New shaft. Cut it down, actually. I went an inch low, short on the driver.
Yeah.
And whatever else, I hit some really good ones in a row, nice and straight. And then we finished up the fitting and whatever else. And he was like, right, come on in. We're going to go and have some lunch. Yeah. Went to this Texas place, unreal burgers, ribs and stuff. And he was like, how did you find that, Josh? And I was like, mate, it was a bit weird, that. I was like proper under it. Felt really like nervous. I thought it was going to be a bit more like welcome or something like that. And he went, but at least now with that new driver under pressure, it ain't going to go left, is it? And then when I went back, welcome Josh White, when we went back after lunch, and they all did it on purpose.
Oh, right. Like a mind game sort of thing.
Yeah.
Wow. That's interesting.
So I went back there. Then they was like, showed me around everywhere.
Yeah.
Like proper tour.
What year was that?
Oh, that would have been, when would that have been? Maybe 2017, 18.
Oh, well, so that was well past Tiger Woods. Do you reckon that might have been inspired by a bit of his direction? Because he was so into the mind side of things.
100%.
Yeah.
And when you got there, they had like a priority board.
Right.
Of like clubs. So like there, when they would have built my clubs there and everything on the day, right? They were working. But it was still Tiger, number 1.
Yeah.
Rory was number 2.
Yeah.
And then I was number 3 because I was there.
Yeah, yeah.
And then they had the list and they put you in. But still Tiger and Rory were still in front of you, even though they weren't there.
Yeah.
Which is fair enough, right?
Yeah.
It's like a priority list.
Yeah.
But that facility was unbelievable.
Wow.
But just knowing, like Mike Taylor does artisan golf now.
Yeah.
After they stopped me, he's still got all the stuff, and he grinded all my wedges for me, telling me what he was doing, showing me this, going out, hitting some shots, like being there, like on a grind machine. I'm saying I struggle with like toe up or heel down, and he's like taking a bit off here, taking a bit off there. Just different level.
Yeah.
Just them little, like that 1% better each time. And when I come away from there, I felt like I was 50% better.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
such a
special.
difference.
Yeah. Special place. That. Yeah.
That's
very,
amazing.
very good.
How important? Maybe I'll put it a different way. Did you feel that your mental game was always quite sharp, or did you always feel that it let you down a bit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say when I was on, and when I'm in a good zone, I would say I'm one of the best,
right,
mentally. And then if I'm not playing, but I don't know, goes up and down.
Right.
If I haven't got like much confidence in my driver, for example, give it a good hit, like, a long way. Then I don't know. I think everyone's the same in a way, but people just deal with it a bit differently. I struggle to, this is the best way to put it. I struggle to not have the courage, I suppose, to stand up and just know that I can like just let it go. Do you know what I mean? It's trying to like fiddle it down there,
right?
You know, get a fairway finder. Whereas I feel like Rory, where even if they're driving it well or bad, they just stand up and just hit it anyway.
Yeah,
you know. I don't know. Sometimes mentally, and that's what stopped me playing a little bit.
Right.
More the mental side. After a bit of time off and going back. So from an injury. So I don't know. Sometimes I'm good, sometimes I'm bad, but I think that's the same for everyone.
It is, yeah. Do you have a routine that you sort of had, that you learned or taught, or someone gave you that could help you hold up when the chips were sort of down, or did you have somewhere where you could go mentally, or some
I'll tell you who Steve Sidwell is. Absolute legend, by the way.
Yeah.
Good mate of mine. And he has a thing where he done it when he run the marathon. He's told me a few times before, he has this like, he says he has this like little box on his hip or whatever it is, right? And if whatever it is, if his legs hurt, it was pain, or, you know, it doesn't matter what it is. He goes, I'm just gonna put it in there.
Yeah.
Right. I'm gonna put it in there, and I'm gonna get the job done.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it to the best of my ability, and I'm going to deal with that later.
Love that.
But he just puts it all in there, puts it away,
and
then just deals with it at a later time. And that sort of technique is something that I learned from him, definitely.
Yeah.
Love that.
Mentality wise, JT's the best.
Right.
That guy is pure leader, mate.
Yeah.
Pure. Yeah. He's
learned that from a young age as well, hasn't he?
Mate, yeah. So having, you know, when I was playing and sort of up and coming, you know, JT took me in the changing room at Chelsea after a couple of games.
You're a Chelsea fan?
Yeah, I am, yeah. Talking to like a few of the players.
Right.
It was weird. They have like a carvery after they're around. They're like, they have like the food up on the thing, and they're all like queue up to like get their food. But some of them are like football changing room, right?
Yeah.
Seeing like Petr Cech with his old boy out or something like that. being a Chelsea fan, it's a bit weird, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's weird.
And then there's like talking to you about like golf because like Jason's like, Josh golfer, whatever else. I remember saying to Ryan Bertrand, I was like, oh, where'd you play? He was like, left back. I was like, no, golf. And he's like standing there like naked. Oh mate, it was weird. But yeah, putting you in them situations, talking to them guys, mindset, seeing that sort of environment. So like learning that sort of side of being like, people say, you know, you got to be a little bit selfish. Tell you who else got a great mindset? Todd Clements, unbelievable mindset.
Yeah,
you're a little bit selfish, but do your own thing. Be a wolf, don't be a sheep. You know, it's a single man's game. It's not a team sport.
Yeah, 100%.
So there's a bit of that. I'll say I'm very sociable.
Yeah.
So for me, that was like, I would struggle to be selfish in a way.
Right.
So there was a bit of that side that would probably I could have been a bit better at, I would say.
It's a different game within the game, isn't it?
Yeah.
As the book says.
Yeah. But the older I've got, the better I'm I'm more of a complete golfer now than I was.
Yeah.
When I had that top 10 on tour.
Yeah.
Right now.
I bet. Yeah.
Kids, one thing does it for you. There's something in your head that changes.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. You grow up very quick.
Yeah, I think if priorities, like you realise life's not all about. Scotty Scheffler says something both strange and very interesting when he said, if my wife or something like, if my wife said, I don't want you to play golf anymore, or there's more important things to golf, I could stop tomorrow because this is a game I play. It's put me in amazing places, but it is just a game. And it almost, when he said that, a lot of people said, what is he talking about? And I thought that totally makes sense to why he does what he does and how he's doing it.
Yeah.
Because he's not, I mean, it's easy to say it removes all pressure. I'm sure he's still under pressure. He whacks a club, he gets annoyed. But if you can put it in that box almost, in its place, and know that when you finish, you're going to go home to your kids, your wife, have a meal, and that's where your heart is belonging. I'm sure there's a lot of sense to what he says there. And as you go through life and experience things, you probably
100%. And it's a weird one because obviously with coaching, coach a lot of decent players, play tournaments.
Yeah.
And they, you kind of want to say to them, you try as hard as you can, and then take 5% off.
Right.
Because that was one thing with me. I think you try and too much water kills a plant. And it's that little 5% of that edge, like when you say, like, it's not just in your head, you're going, it's not the end. Like, if it does go in the water, you know what I mean? Like, what's the worst? You know what I mean? I might make bogey, might make double. It's not, you know what I mean? It's that sort of mindset is where everyone's like, no, you need to do this. You need to be the best. You need to do that. Works for some people, maybe, but I mean, for a lot of people, it don't. And for me, it didn't. Whereas that sort of mindset of, with the kids and being like, it's not, you know what, it's all going to be all right.
Absolutely.
Is definitely been better for me, that side, I would say.
Yeah.
100%.
Relax you on the course because you're like, doesn't matter how I play. I still get to come to my home at the same time.
I would say there's a fine line of being lazy.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So you need to make sure you put yourself in the best position, tick all your boxes of your checklist, what you need to do, whether that's how much time on the range, on your technique or your distances or putting. And, once you've done that and you're prepared, then it's like, if it happens, it happens. I've done the best thing I can do. There's not much more I can do. Instead of going, it don't matter, and just turn up. You know what I mean? There's a fine line there.
100%.
Yeah.
But,
100%.
Bad shots happen. Bad days happen out of nowhere. You can't, it's no rhyme or reason.
Yeah.
Some people allow it to destroy their week, their career, or they'll go, I'm not the that's not the measure of me. That's just, that's life.
Yeah.
And they go again.
As young golfers coming through, that I always struggle with. I said to you, I was Josh the golfer. That was always me. From my mates, it was Josh the golfer. It was all I ever was,
Yeah.
And that's what I struggled with when I stopped playing. I had that back injury and had a year out. I became someone else.
Yeah.
Because I got to spend time with my mates for the first time and everything else. And then you become Josh. Josh might be about. We'll go out and do this instead of going, Josh is a golf. He's at a tournament.
Yeah.
That mindset, it's
absolutely.
a bit different. But
one thing I always wanted to ask you as well is, I know I get it, with mates sending you their swings and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Do you ever get?
Oh, mate, all the time. All the time. Even if it's like different groups of friends and you go out of an evening, as soon as the first pint's done or the second pint is going, the phone's out, and then you're looking at the swing. Oh, mate, listen, I enjoy it. I do enjoy it. But yeah, it happens all the time, mate.
Yeah.
All the time. And everyone loves a little free tip as well.
Absolutely.
Trey was telling me that, Trey Niven, about Mark Wright. They play a lot of golf together.
Yeah.
And he says, he sounds like the typical new golfer, even though he's actually pretty good in his own right. He says, I'll give him a lesson. And then like later in the night, late that day, he'll be sending me videos saying, I've seen this on YouTube.
Yeah.
That looks like me. Or do you reckon if I do that?
Yeah.
So you have to be in and around the game long enough to get it yourself.
Yeah.
But that happens all the time, doesn't it?
So much.
And he's like, just stick to what I've told you.
Yeah.
Shiny new toys.
There's so much out there now, though, isn't there?
In there just.
Yeah. There's some good stuff, though. There is good stuff.
There is, yeah.
But it's almost what's good for you.
Exactly. And you'll see on mine, I always try and make sure that whatever drill that I give or the information that I give is something you can always do. Don't matter who the person is. You can do it as many times as you can and you'll never overdo it. So it's kind of for everyone. You know what I mean? Whether that's, it's like a swing, some sort of something to work with speed or something like that. Like, that will help everyone in a way. It's something like that because you can give, or I'll say it's a lesson review for this person because they had this issue.
Yeah.
And try and explain that.
Yeah.
Because if you just go out there and go, if you hit high and right, you're going to hit big draws.
Yeah.
That could cause a whole can of worms to come open for a certain player with a certain pattern. So, you've got to be a little bit careful what you're putting out there.
100%.
For sure.
Well,
it's been fantastic. It won't take up much more time. I think we're going to try and maybe go and hit some golf.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's get out there.
Yeah. Thank you for coming on, bud.
Wow, boys.
Appreciate it.
It's been awesome.
Cheers, boys.
We met a few people in our time, haven't we?
Yeah.
And not going to blow smoke or big you up, but there's a few people that you meet that you've only met like 2 or 3 times like we have, and you kind of make us feel like we've known you for a while, and really appreciate that. You sort of agreeing to come in and be our first in-house guest, so to speak. So first of many, and maybe we'll have you on again.
Cheers, Mark. Cheers, boys.
Cheers, mate.
Chris.
Nice
Thank you so much, lads. Appreciate it.
Awesome.